Hey you guys, it's Karen, and I thought I would sit in my living room and do a video on my phone. It just shows you sometimes technology doesn't work for you, because I've got my expensive DSLR camera and all the lighting in the studio, but sitting here in my living room window, I think I look the best. Honestly, the lighting in there makes me look really, really pale. I've ordered a new background, a kind of light beige one, and if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna give up on the backgrounds and paint the wall and tell Kev we need to move to somewhere where I can film with the big patio windows like I've got in here. So I'm doing a Kiko haul today. I've got a little bag here that I stuck all my things in, and I've tried them all. I did actually film this, and I tried a few of them just once. I hadn't tried the foundation, and actually my second opinion is quite different to my first opinion, so I thought I would film it again because I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information. So I'll start with, I've only got one skincare item, and it's this. This is the Smart Hydra Shot Eye Gel. I got this because I really enjoy the look if I put concealer under my eyes. And you guys know I've not been doing it for a while. I've just been using foundation because I don't feel like I've got any under eye circles. I haven't got any dark circles or anything, and so it was just working for me using foundation. But I'm starting to notice some dark circles and feeling like I might need concealer at some point. But of course it sits into the lines and it really accentuates them, and so I want to try and kind of super hydrate underneath, and this is really nice. It's a kind of water gel. Now there was a couple of other things in the range. One of them was a little stick that you can put under your eyes, but it was either perfume or alcohol. I think it was perfume in it, which I thought there's no way I want to put that near my eyes. But you can see this is really, really watery, but it feels lovely. I've used it for a couple of days, and I can't say I've noticed a huge difference. I'm also still using the Inky Brighten Eye, so we'll see how those two together do, and if maybe you cannot get a concealer under your eyes that doesn't sink into lines. I don't know if it's even possible, but we'll see. That motorbike, people in this building are not happy about this motorbike making all that noise. It's currently 8:15, so it's not, I don't think it's a big deal just now, but sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's the middle of the night. It's been waking up one of the couples here has just had a baby, and it's been waking their baby up. In fact, two couples here have just had babies, so it is quite loud, I have to say, and it seems to go on forever. It's like, why do you not just start your engine and drive off? He seems to like rev it. It's a Harley Davidson that he's got, so I don't know. Okay, the second kind of non-makeup item is I bought a lip balm. The lip balm from Kiko is one of the little gems I've found. I have to say that every time I see Kiko, if I'm in Edinburgh and I walk past Kiko, I'm like, oh, will I go and will I not? It's kind of a sentimental attachment to Kiko for me, because when Kev and I went to Rome many years ago, before we were even engaged, I saw Kiko, and it was when I was just starting to enjoy makeup and experiment with eyeshadows and things, and I was like, oh, look at that shop, and he just left me there, and I was there for like, I don't know, probably an hour, and he went off shopping, and then we met up later, and I was just so happy with my purchases. But I don't love the products that much, I have to say. Whenever I go in Kiko, I seem to spend a lot of money, but I never find that many things that are amazing. Today is a little bit different, but the lip balm has always been something that I've loved. I've got it in a sort of metal bullet tube that I always get mixed up with my little perfume dispenser. But this is a different kind, I think. I don't think it's different packaging. It just says Nourishing Lip Balm, and it's a really nice, how do I explain it? Like normally if you get lip balms in a stick like this, I find that they're not moisturizing enough. I've got another one that I use, and I use it, and I think, it doesn't even feel like I'm using it. I feel like I'm slightly dragging it across my lips, whereas this is very, very silky, and I always feel like their lip balms feel high end. They feel really luxurious, so love that. Okay, on to makeup, and I'll tell you the different opinions I've had as well. So this is the Kiko Insta Moisture foundation. Mine is in 1.5N. I have tried a few Kiko foundations and not loved them. The last one I tried was something like water drops or something, and it looked lovely when it went on, but it didn't last very well. I put this on yesterday. You'll have seen a picture on Instagram maybe, and said I loved it. I thought it looked really, really beautiful, but I didn't know if it would last. It lasted really, really well. 8 hours I did a kind of check-in. It's really nice. The problem I have with Kiko Foundations a lot of the time is finding a colour that works for me, because they definitely oxidise. I actually put a different colour, a darker colour than this, on my hand in the shop, and then I was just walking around looking at everything else, and I stood by the window and was like, wow, like as it was drying it was a completely different colour. So although this looks quite light, it's actually a lot darker. I'm saying that, I've got it on just now, and actually it does look about that colour, doesn't it? So that's the foundation I've got on, and yeah, lasted really well yesterday. I didn't test it out hugely in that, you know, I didn't go to the gym, not that you necessarily want foundation to last through the gym, but I wasn't doing anything strenuous, you know, I was just pottering about the house and took Watson for an appointment, and but it lasted really, really well. So far so good with this, and I thought with it being moisturising it might be a bit more flattering now that my skin's getting more wrinkly. Okay, onto a mascara. I think I've had this one before. This is the False Lashes Concentrate Curling Topcoat Mascara. Quite a few names there. I really like the brush because it's small, you know, it's thin and it's natural bristle, and that's my preferred type of brush. And I thought it was okay the first time I used it, but I've used it 3 times now, and the last 2 times I used it, my eyelashes have been really clumpy with it, and I don't like that at all. Like, you know, when you use a mascara and it clumps up your lashes, and then you try and use the brush to separate them and it just won't work. It's like this has glued them together. But not only that, I used it yesterday, and particularly on this side, there was like a whole bunch of lashes that had just clumped together. And I'm really quite good at taking every scrap of makeup off. But this morning I was like, oh my goodness, there's still some lashes stuck together that I didn't get this off. So it was quite hard to get off. So I haven't used this today, and I won't use this again. I haven't enjoyed the Kiko mascaras that I've tried, but then I know I'm super fussy because I do only like a small brush, but then that's because I've got small eyes. Next, onto a lip liner that I bought. This is just baffling me because it's called 553. It's not called, the number is 533, and it's a nice lip liner. It's a really nice colour. It's one that you sharpen, which I like because I like them to be really, really pointed when I use them. Again, small lips, really need to work hard to line them. I have got it on this morning, but I've really had to kind of, you know, smush my lips together. But why I'm baffled is I stood in the shop, and I think I looked a bit dodgy actually, because I put my bag on. They've got a little store where they do people's makeup, and I put my bag there and was opening it, and I expect they were like, what are you doing? Because one of them was like, can I help you? And I said, so I'm just going in to get my lipstick. I've got the Stila liquid lipstick. You remember I ran out and bought another one. So the old one I've kept in my bag so that I can try and get a lip liner to match, because I still haven't found one. I've still got my Too Faced Perfect Nude, but you can't buy that anymore. So once that runs out, I'm kind of scuppered, and I really like using a lip liner. Don't wear lipstick without a lip liner. So I was testing them all out. I'd put like the liquid lipstick there, and then was putting all the liners around it, and then she was helping me out, and she actually chose another one that she said she agreed was too peachy, and she agreed that this one was a match. I've got it home. This is completely too dark, and I don't understand. That's why I'm baffled. How did I think it matched? How did she think it matched? The only thing I can think is the lighting in that shop, but I did actually kind of go to the end of the shop and was kind of trying to look out in the natural light, but even with lighting it should have changed both of the colours, you know, but it actually made this one look much lighter, and it looked like it matched my liquid lipstick. So it's a lovely lip liner. I've been using it, but I really need to kind of smush my lips together if I'm using a light colour, which is what I like. So I've not got the Stila liquid lipstick on today in Caramello. I've got on the Suva liquid lipstick in Awakening, and this was too dark for that as well. I don't really wear lipsticks that dark. Next is another pencil. This is the Pop Revolution eye pencil, and it's just a black eyeliner, but it's a black eyeliner with a tiny little pencil. And I, for some reason, have found that these seem to work well in my upper waterline. And again, I have a space definitely for something to put in my upper waterline that doesn't smudge and run and all of that. So I'm always on the lookout for an eyeliner. I had been using the Wonderliner by, you know, the ones that do Wonder Brow and whatnot, and that works pretty well, but it's quite expensive, and as I've got further down, it just seems to be hard to apply. even if I sharpen it. So anyway, I tried this, and when I did my first Kiko haul video for you, I was saying, oh, it seems to be great. It hasn't smudged, it hasn't flaked, nothing, you know, it hasn't gone into the corner of my eyes. But when I used it the second time, it did smudge. Now, it doesn't seem to gather in the corner of my eyes, but it smudged on the sort of outer bit here, just a little bit, but there was a little bit of smudging going on under my eyes. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that. It's not the perfect pencil, but it's this next thing is eyeshadow. This is a double-ended eyeshadow, and I have got this end on today on my eyes, and I like this, I have to say. I wasn't sure whether I would like this colour. It wasn't this colour I chose this for, it was the other end. You guys know that I've been loving my sleek cream eyeshadow, and so I've been on the lookout for cream or liquid eyeshadows because I feel like they're actually less aging, and I always thought the opposite would apply, but they just seem to smooth out my lids a little bit. And so I first used this cream peach colour, which when I swatched it, I just thought, wow, that's beautiful. Isn't that lovely? And it was really nice. It wasn't as bright as I had hoped. Like, it looks really bright there, but on the eyes it looked a bit more neutral, a bit duller. I wanted it to be a bit of a brighter peach. But that might not bother most people, but it lasted easily. I didn't put any primer on underneath at all. I had a little bit of concealer on my eyes, but that was about it, or foundation, not concealer, and powder, and then I put this on top, all over my lid, and yeah, it lasted really well all day long. Like I said, I wish it was a bit brighter, but it was nice. And then today I'm using this one. I did try this colour yesterday, and this one creases a little bit more. Like, what you have to do is, or what I did was, I put my crease colour on, then I put this all over my lid, let it dry for a second, and then blend it in, because it does leave a kind of harsh line, blend it into the crease colour, and that sort of blends some of the colour away. And so then I go in again over the lid just to kind of, you know, give it a bit of a pop. And actually I like it more than I thought. You know, I was only wearing it today to try it out, and because I was doing this video, I'll show you what it looks like on my hand. Oh, the other thing is, I actually used that yesterday. Whenever I didn't use that on my eyes, the day after, I used it on my lips, and it was all right, you know. It was actually all right. It was a bit too light. You could mix it with something else, but I just thought, I wonder, being as these are liquid and they're suitable for your eyes, which are sensitive, I can't see why you couldn't use it on your lips. And it was all right. It wasn't even too dry in. So I would like another one of these, because I think they're really cool, and I don't know whether I can find another colour. That's my issue. I had a look online yesterday thinking I might order online, because I don't know when I'll next be in Edinburgh to have a look at Keiko. But definitely it's on my list next time I'm there to go and have a look, because I really enjoy it. This will work for my core, because my back's hurting. I'm having to sit up straight. You'll see me start at the top of the screen, and then as it goes down I'll be like this. Oh, my back's really sore. Okay. Last item is a blush, and again, I've changed my opinion on this. This is the Unlimited blush in 01. I think this might be like their basics range, I'm not sure. So that's what it looks like. And I just looked at that colour and thought, that is really pretty, but it's also unlike anything else I've got. It's not a colour I usually wear. Let me try it. I think I've had these blushes before. I've had at least one of these, and didn't really love it, and it was one of those things that I just couldn't explain why. And that's how I felt when I first used this, which was not yesterday, day before. I put some on my cheeks and I was like, okay, can't see it, put a little bit more, so you can build it up, which is nice. But then I just looked at it and I thought, I don't love it, but I'm not sure why. I used it again yesterday, and I did a little video on Instagram stories, and I thought, well, actually it looks really nice. So it'll be interesting to see what I think today, because there's nothing wrong with it at all. It was just like I said, I thought, oh, I don't love it, but from what I can see just now, it looks quite nice. So yeah, again, I've changed my opinion a little bit on that, so that's lovely. So there isn't really a fail. Oh no, there is. The fail is the mascara, and possibly this, but actually it's working pretty well for me so far. But that's really, really good, because like I said, I normally go into Kiko, spend a fortune, but only like one or two things out of 7 or 8 things that I've bought. So this has been quite a successful buy. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've got the Kiko foundation on today. I've got the Kiko eyeshadow, as I told you, in, I think it's called Copper and Peach or something like that. I'll try and link that for you. and I've got their blush on, and I've told you what lips I've got on, haven't I? So yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.